and welcome back to the Worst Possible Commander Show. It's me, it's CGB. I'm here with my friends, Ben.
Hello.
And Blake.
Hey.
And Shea. And we are completing the trilogy of Duskmourn. We played with the Precons. We played with the powerful, kind of all over the place Duskmourn special episode thing. And now we are powering up our Precons. We have added cards to make them more deadly. And we've passed it around, so nobody's playing the same deck that they did before. So we're gonna see what these Duskmourn Precon decks really do with a few spicy additions. I will go first and talk about the worst possible thing I can do to my friends. I'm playing Aminatou, Veil Piercer. Ben, you played this deck.
Yeah.
So I'm going to see if I can miracle more times than Ben did. So this gives all of my enchantment cards in hand miracle. The miracle cost is equal to the mana cost reduced by 4. So of course I've added a bunch of enchantments to this deck that are very expensive. The biggest problem I found with Aminatou is that you need your enchantments to stay on the board for a few turn cycles to accrue value, because they're very powerful, but they only usually do like one thing a turn, and you need more turns than Commander games tend to go these days. So this is a control deck, and a lot of the worst things I'm going to do is control, because board wipes, and yeah, you're probably not gonna like board wipes, but that's the plan, is to get out some big enchantments and board wipe a few times to take advantage of their effect. My worst possible is, once I have a number of these enchantments, is to use Starfield of Nyx to turn all my enchantments into creatures and smash. So that'll be fun.
You don't play a lot of enchantment decks. This should be interesting.
I don't play many enchantment decks.
It's a miracle, one could say.
I do play a lot of Esper, and there's nothing miraculous about that.
True.
But I look forward to slowly revealing the top card of my library, inspecting it, and then adding it to my hand, as per the rules.
Yes, proper etiquette.
But Ben, what are you playing this time?
Well, CGB, we're just switching because I'm playing Winner's Cynical Opportunist. Death Touch 2/5. When it attacks, I mill 3 cards, and it has Delirium, where I can get a permanent back from my graveyard if I exile 4 or more card types. So my worst possible is, as we saw in the game where you played it, the Portal to Phyrexia.
More Portal decks. If you need a big permanent to cheat into play, make it Portal to Phyrexia. So good.
It is a good one. It is a good one. And with Delirium or from the Portal, I could cast, Emrakul, the Promised End,
It's been like a month or two since you took control of one of my turns.
Oh yeah, and then
forget.
just messed it up. Yeah, yeah, I remember that. That was embarrassing.
Give him another chance. I look forward to it. Maybe you should target someone else. Maybe you'll have a better time that way.
Yeah, probably.
Blake, what the heck? You're such a nice guy, Blake. What happened to you, Blake?
I'm not anymore. I was the villain last week. I'm the villain forever now.
Whoa.
No, probably not. But I am playing Valgavoth, Valgi.
Go on. Big
Harrower
balls.
of Souls, yeah. And I'm gonna be using all sorts of evil things, like some of these maybe, to do damage to you guys on your turn, so that I can put +1/+1 counters on my buddy, I can draw cards, and I can be annoying. I'm gonna be evil, I'm gonna be annoying, and it's gonna be fun.
Oh, great. What a deck, though. This is
Yeah,
such a...
I know.
My God, what a machine of a deck.
It
I'd
is
love to
really.
play it sometime.
Yeah, for real.
Ben, that's who you target.
Yeah,
All right, I'm gonna pass it to
agree.
the second best Simic player at the table, maybe the third best,
Okay, we'll see about
possibly
that.
the fourth best.
We'll see about that.
Definitely not the 4th best.
Shots fired.
What you got, Shea?
Yeah, today I'm playing Zimone, a mystery Unraveler. She costs 4, she's a 3/3, she's a human wizard, and she has Landfall. Whenever a land you control enters Manifest Dread, if this is the first time this ability has resolved this turn. Otherwise, you may turn a permanent you control face up. So I've got a couple of fun infinite or really good combos in here. The first one makes infinite mana with Ashaya, Soul of the Wild, and Argothian.
Argothian.
I say everything weird. Anyway, these two can make me a ton of mana, so I can play a bunch of things. But then also, if I want to say Manifest Dread my whole deck, I could do that with Eudora, Grave Gardener, and Whisperwood Elemental.
Who's done that before?
I feel so honored to be the worst
I
possible.
feel like you should have to have this done to you. I feel like
Yeah.
that's
I deserve
fair.
it?
You gotta
You
know
deserve
how
it.
it feels.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Well, I mean, it's just props to the king talking about my combo in the worst possible. So thank you, Shea.
Well,
All right. The worst possible would be Blake then enjoying somebody else's worst possible. So we gotta shut it down.
Yeah.
Anyway, this episode is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com. Use the promo code WORST to get a discount when you purchase your cards at CoolStuffInc.com, and then protect them with products from Ultimate Guard. Use the link in the description so that they know that you came from here. And now, let's do it. Let's complete the trilogy of Duskmourn. Let's dive in. Let the nonsense begin. Hey, Shea, you won the die roll today. Take it away.
all right.
Yay!
Lots of rhyming.
Rhyming. It's rhyme time.
Today.
Yes. I'm gonna draw for turn. I'll play Forest and pass.
You're gonna pay.
Hooray.
I regret everything. Can we not, please? All right. Terramorphic Expanse. I'm going to go get an island, and it's Ben's turn.
Okay, I'll draw.
I take it back. It's not your turn. It is your turn, Ben. I get a swamp, though.
Whiplash.
Is it my turn or not?
Yeah, just go. Just go.
I'll play a Viridescent Bog and pass.
I'm gonna draw for turn. After Ben's sick play, I'm gonna go swamp and pass.
Draw for turn. Yeah. I'll play an Exotic Orchard. Then pay 2 for an Arcane Signet.
Cha-ching.
Then I'll pass.
I like that play, Shea.
Oh, I think you'll.
Twinsies.
Yeah.
Nah, I got this Felwar Stone.
Oh, okay.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing. Go ahead, Ben.
Play a Forest. Look at that. Now I can tap it for mana. I'm going to tap 2 for a Grizzly Salvage. Oh, that's an instant. Oh, well. Reveal top 5. Land. Convert to slime. Forest. Arcane
Covert to
Signet.
slime.
Nope, don't go there.
Invasion of Chandelar. I'm going to grab, well, since I can't grab these 3, I'm going to grab the swamp, and the rest will go to yard. Go ahead, Blake.
All right. Well, I will untap. I'll play a Tainted Peak and tap 2 for a Harsh Mentor. Whenever an opponent activates an ability of an artifact, creature, or land on the battlefield, if it isn't a mana ability, it deals 2 damage to that player.
Okay.
Mana ability.
Luckily, you guys are fine. And I'll pass to Shea.
Okay. Untap. Draw. I'll play a Forest. Then I'll pay 3 for Death Mist Raptor.
Whoa.
This is a Death Touch 3/3. Whenever a permanent you control is turned face up, you may return Death Mist Raptor from your graveyard to the battlefield face up or face down. I'll pass.
Untaps. Draw. I will cast Aminatou, the Veil Piercer, and I will pass the turn to Ben.
Okay, I'll untap, draw for turn. Oh, watch this sick play, guys.
Oh.
I'm going to play a swamp.
Main phase an instant.
Nice.
I'm going to tap 2. I will main phase an instant.
Nice.
I'm going to grapple with my past and mill 3.
You sure will.
A Verdant Catacomb Swamp and an Omnivorous Fly Trap. Oh, that's a cool looking.
That's a cool card.
cool. I'm going to return a creature or land from my graveyard to my hand. I'm just going to grab the swamp.
No love for the Omnivorous Fly Trap.
Dude.
Oh.
This card's a lot better once I read it.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, you want to fill us in? Delirium.
Yeah.
It's a 2/4 for 3.
Yes.
A 2/4 for 3 with Delirium. When it enters or attacks, if there are 4 or more, Delirium text. Put 2 +1/+1 counters among 1 or 2 target creatures. Then, if there are 6 or more card types among cards in the graveyard, double the counters on those creatures.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to get the Fly Trap, dude.
Good play.
Grapple with the Past is now in the yard.
So we've got land, instant, invasion, artifact, sorcery. So one more type.
You may go, Blake. My sick play's not over, don't worry.
I was gonna say, if your play was just a main phase an instant, I was gonna.
Before, at your upkeep,
No, come on,
I'm going
man.
to tap 1 in Ash Barrens and get a land.
You just had to interrupt my turn with it.
So what does
Whenever
the
an
Harsh
opponent-
Mentor say?
So it does actually do 2 damage to you. Because it's whenever an opponent activates an ability of an artifact, creature, or land. Oh, on the battlefield. So never mind. Dang it. If it isn't a mana, but you would.
Wow.
I know.
I got a swamp. Go to my hand.
Can I take my turn?
Yeah, go ahead. Draw that card.
I'm going to play an Exotic Orchard, and I'm going to play a Room. I'm going to tap 3 for Unholy Annex. At the beginning of your end step, draw a card. If you control a demon, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Otherwise, you lose 2 life. Yay.
Yay! Go to your room, Lake.
Yeah, for sure. I'm going to go to combat. And because you played something on my turn and they have blockers, I'm going to attack you for 2, Ben.
Fine. I'll go to 38.
Then I'm going to move to my end step. This will trigger. I will draw a card and lose 2 life, and it'll be the second best Simic player at the table, third best, fourth best. Shea, go.
Sweet. It's time. I'm gonna cast Zimone.
Math nerd alert.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna play a Terramorphic Expanse. That's gonna be a landfall trigger. Let's manifest Dread 2. Okay. That's gonna go face down, and this island is gonna go to my graveyard. Blake, I'm attacking you for 3 Death Touch.
No blocks.
Cool beans, I'll pass.
Untap. Activate the triggered ability of Aminatou in the upkeep and surveil 2. I'll put them back in this order and draw for turn, revealing 0 miracles.
Boo.
Then let's cast Ponder. I will look at my top 3 cards, put them back in any order. I may shuffle, and then I draw.
Do it.
don't know.
Just do it.
What that
I'm
is.
shuffling.
Oh.
I give. Draw for Ponder. Let's play an Evolving Wilds, and I will look around and I will chill. I will pass the turn.
On your end step, I'm gonna crack my Terramorphic Expanse. And I'm gonna take 2 damage.
Yeah,
for
you
doing
will.
so.
Ha.
That's a bummer.
Mentor is so harsh.
Alright, I grabbed an island. It's gonna enter tapped, and that's gonna trigger Zimone's ability. So let's take a peek here.
You manifesting dead right now?
Dread.
That's what I said.
Okay, this will go to the battlefield. The Stream Root Cascade will go to the graveyard.
Play a swamp. I'll play my commander, Winter's Cynical Opportunist. Death touch 2/5. When it attacks, I mill 3. At the beginning of my end step, I may exile any number of cards from my graveyard with 4 more card types among them. If I do, I return a permanent card from among them to the battlefield with a finality counter on it.
Lucky for him, we've had it on the show before, so we don't need a good clean read for the camera, do we?
Perfect, because that's not what I did. Go ahead, Blake.
Trigger?
End step, yeah, that's right.
Woo!
Okay, I'll exile Swamped Grizzly Salvage, Convert to Slime, and Arcane Signet, and I'll grab the swamp onto the battlefield.
Gonna untap. Draw, and before you have a chance to crack your Evolving Wilds, I'm gonna play a swamp and I'm gonna cast Valgavoth.
I don't think he knows how that works,
And that's-
but okay.
And that's not how
Any
you say his
responses?
name.
No responses.
Oh.
I don't think he knows how it works. Don't worry, he'll find out.
No, I misread it.
Aw.
You should do it on your turn. Does anyone have a response to Valgavoth? Valgavoth?
No response.
Well, it's gonna end the battlefield then. I'm gonna go to combat. I'm gonna pass through combat.
Okay.
In my end step, I will draw a card
Yeah?
from Unholy Annex, and I will gain 2 life, and everyone else will lose 2 life.
Boo.
38?
I'm gonna pass the turn.
Alright, let's untap. Pay 1 for a Soul Ring.
Cha-ching.
Cha-ching. I'll play an Escape Tunnel as my land for turn. Well, that's going to be a landfall trigger. Manifest Dread 2. Put that onto the battlefield, and this Hinterland Harbor into the graveyard. Then I'll cast Vannifar Evolved Enigma.
Oh, like, this is a funky one.
Yeah, so at the beginning of combat on your turn, choose one. You can cloak a card from your hand, or put a 1/1 counter on each colorless creature you control.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'm gonna move to combat. And with Vannifar's trigger, I'm going to put a 1/1 counter on each colorless creature I control. Okay, but am I actually gonna attack this combat?
Oh boy.
You know what, Blake? Yeah, I'm gonna swing at you with the Death Touch Dinosaur Beast.
Not the Death Touch Dinosaur Beast. I will take 3.
Cool. Then I'm gonna pass.
Interesting. On end step, I will sack Evolving Wilds and take 2 damage from Harsh Mentor. Let's get an island. Have it enter tapped. I have a flash effect on end step here. I'm gonna cast Entity Tracker. 2/3 flash whenever an enchantment you control enters, and whenever I fully unlock a room, I draw a card. Surveil with Aminatou. I will draw and not have a miracle. 0 miracle.
Rats.
Heliod's Hall of Generosity. Scroll Rack.
What?
I just know Ben likes Scroll Rack. That's what I know. Scroll Rack. Pass the turn.
I'll play a Undergrowth Stadium for my land drop for turn. Tap 3 swamps for a Commune with Evil.
You talking to me?
It's a sorcery, so I didn't cast an instant on my main phase. Blake, don't worry.
Nice.
Look at the top 4 cards of your library, put one of them into my hand, the rest in my graveyard, and I gain 3 life. Putting this card in my hand, so I don't have to show you. And Grime Flayer, Tree of Tails, and Swamp are going into my graveyard.
Grime Flayer.
Classic Grime Flayer behavior.
And I'll gain 3. Look at that. I'll tap my other 3 mana to play the Omniverse Fly Trap that we saw earlier. When it enters, I'll put 4, if I have 4 or more card types among cards in my graveyard. I do.
You sure do.
I distribute 2 1/1 counters among 1 or 2 target creatures. Woo.
And then read the rest of it before you do that.
Then if I have 6 or more card types among cards in my graveyard, I double the number of 1/1 counters on each of those creatures.
How many types do you have?
Sorcery, land, artifact, creature, that's 4. Instant, 5.
Oh, you got it.
Battle is 6.
Oh, wow.
Nice, Ben.
Nailed
Have
it.
another die. Shay, are we cool? I like that guy that puts counters on your colorless creatures. That's cool.
He is pretty cool. Yeah.
You sound like me.
If I swung at Blake,
Nice shirt. Don't attack
would you
me.
not attack me?
Would I not attack you?
If I swung at Blake.
Not attack you at all?
Yeah.
Ever?
Well, next turn.
I don't know.
Okay, never mind. Whatever. Blake.
Deal expired.
I'll let...
Attacks Blake anyway.
We knew that's what he was gonna do. We knew he was attacking the enemy. Just wanted to get something for it.
4/7 Death Touch on the ground coming at you.
Trigger.
And I'll mill
Yeah.
3 cards.
Hopefully nothing too
Talisman
big.
of Resilience, Twilight Mire, and Deathcap Glade. Yeah, nothing too big.
Ben. It's a Ben deck.
Woo. 4/7 coming at you.
I'll take 4 commanders from someone I thought was a friend.
Oh, you thought wrong. I'll go to my end step. Okay, I'm exiling Twilight Mire, Talisman of Resilience, Commune with Evil, and I'm bringing back the Grim Flayer from exile directly onto the battlefield. So it's a trampled 2/2, but it's a 4/4 because of Delirium. And when it deals combat damage to a player, I surveil 3. Go ahead, Blake.
I'm gonna untap. Draw for turn. Witch's Clinic. Which I will tap to cast a Soul Ring. I will tap 2 for a Roiling Vortex.
Oh.
At the beginning of each player's upkeep, Rolling Vortex does 1 damage to them. Whenever a player casts a spell, if no mana was spent to cast that spell, Roiling Vortex deals 5 damage to that player. And then I can pay red to make my opponents not able to gain life this turn.
Ew.
I'm gonna pay 2 for a Blood Artiste.
Grody.
That'll be it for my turn. I'm gonna go to my end step. Nobody has anything.
On your end step. Sorry, I'm gonna crack my escape tunnel.
Harsh
And
Mentor.
lose 2 life.
Yes. Okay, I grabbed this forest, and that's gonna trigger Zimone when it enters. That'll enter, and this Nissa's Pilgrimage will go to the graveyard. Okay, you may proceed.
Thanks. I'll draw a card with my Unholy Annex, and everyone will lose 2 life, and I will gain 2 life. I'll pass to Shea.
All right, I'll untap.
In your upkeep, I will deal 1 damage to you with Roiling Vortex.
Ew. Stinky.
This. What? This will put a +1/+1 counter on Valgavoth and draw me a card.
All right, I'm going to send my Beanstalk Giant on an adventure. So I'm going to cast Fertile Footsteps. Search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library. All right, I grabbed an island. That's going to trigger Zimone. Manifest Dread. All right, this one will go face down, and this Seed Guide Ash will go to my graveyard. Okay, let's move to combat. With my Xanathar trigger, I'm going to put 1/1 counters on each colorless creature I control. CGB, I'm going to send a 3/3 your way.
Okay.
Mr. Blake,
Yeah.
I'm going to attack you with these 3 4/4s as well as this Death Touch 3/3.
All right. You have a 3/3 coming at me?
Correct.
I have a 2/4. So I can say, unless it's a trap, it's a scam. No blocks.
I'm gonna block your far left one
This guy.
with my 5/5.
Okay,
So we go to damage.
go to damage.
I will go to 31.
I'll go to 21.
The 5/5 hits the 4/4.
Yep, that dies.
Yep, this guy's dead.
All right, that's a Blood Artist trigger.
That is. I'm gonna deal 1 damage to Ben's face.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's what you get for making that fake deal that came to be real.
Yeah, you don't get out of it that easy, buddy.
And then for 5, I'll cast Overlord of the Hauntwoods.
The new Titan.
Yeah, so whenever it enters or attacks, create a tapped colorless land token named Everywhere that is every basic land type. Okay, here's my Everywhere land token. Pretty cool.
Wow.
Pretty cool.
You're literally everywhere right now, Shea.
Everywhere.
Crazy.
Everything everywhere, all at once.
I was thinking that.
Okay, that's gonna be a landfall trigger.
Now, you already had a land enter earlier with the Giant, so this is going to give you the ability to turn something face up for free.
Tatioma!
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, goodness.
Cool, I'll pass the turn.
I've got effects. I definitely have effects. I'm going to activate this scroll rack, and I'm going to exile 3 cards from my hand.
Then what do you do with them?
I'll show you.
Okay.
Thanks for asking.
Yeah.
So we set aside 3. These go into my hand.
Oh.
Yeah. Wow.
That's cool.
Then these, they go on
Yeah.
top in any order.
Are you sure you want them in that order?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I do. Oh, I do. All right, yeah, Harsh Mentor, you're right. I will take 2 and go to 29. Now, Ben, you might need a notepad.
Okay.
I'm going to pay a white and cycle Cast Out from my hand, which will draw a card.
Nice.
This is the first card I've drawn on Shea's turn, so if it's a miracle, I can play it. And all enchantments in my hand have miracle. So if I pay 2 blue, I can miracle extravagant replication onto the battlefield.
Okay.
And that says at the beginning of my upkeep, I create a token that's a copy of another target non-land permanent I control.
Okay.
I have this enter, and it will trigger the entity tracker, and I will draw another card. Upkeep, I'll stack the triggers. First, I'm going to
Take
take
1
1
damage.
from Roiling Vortex and go to 28.
That'll trigger Valgavoth.
I will target the entity tracker with extravagant replication and resolve that first. I've made a copy of my entity tracker, and now for my next trick.
Oh.
I will surveil 2. I will put them back on top. And move to my draw step, where I will draw a card and reveal to Miracle a Doomwake Giant.
Oh boy.
This has Constellation, and whenever this or another enchantment I control enters, creatures my opponents control get -1/-1 until end of turn. So let's cast that, shall we? All right, Doomwake Giant enters. There is a -1/-1 trigger and 2 entity tracker triggers. I will draw 2 cards. And Doomwake Giant, all my opponent's creatures, -1/-1 until end of turn. What dies?
Just Blood Artist. For me, that, when it dies, is going to zap Ben.
Good choice, good choice. Blue, colorless, I've got another enchantment. This one's called Mirror Maid. And I may have it enter as a copy of any artifact or enchantment on the battlefield. Interesting. I will copy Doomwake Giant. And that will give 2 more instances of -1/-1 to every creature my opponents control. So you're up to -3/-3 this turn.
Harsh Mentor's gonna have some very strong words with you as he goes to the graveyard.
Oh, that's gonna take out Tatiova and my Raptor and one of my manifest cards.
How about your commander?
And also my commander. I hate it.
I will draw 2 cards from Entity Trackers.
Oh.
Ooh.
I will cast a Soul Ring because that's a good card. And, you know, we're having so much fun. Let's not play any more enchantments just now. Let's pass the turn. Yep, go on.
In your upkeep, Roiling Vortex will deal 1 damage to you.
Rude. Just cuz.
Just cuz. And I will put a counter and draw a card.
I'm gonna tap 3, 4, 6.
That's good value.
That is good.
How do you do that?
Reach 2/4 whenever it attacks. Mill 3 cards. I may put a land card from among the milled cards in my hand. As long as it's my turn, non-land permanent cards in my graveyard have retrace. I will move to combat. I'll swing at Blake with Omnivorous Flytrap and Winter Cynical Opportunist. I'll mill 3 from Cynical.
It's not working.
Solemn. Gnarlwood Dryad.
Gnarly.
Yeah.
Nice.
And Drag to the Roots. Delirium is still at 4, I believe.
You have a 4, 6, and
Whoa.
And
Whoa, no, he doesn't.
And when my fly trap attacks, I'll put a 1/1 counter on, or 2 1/1 counters among up to 2 creatures. So I'll just put them on them. Then if I have 6 or more, let's check here.
He was
Creatures,
close last time.
instant, artifact, land,
Battle.
Invasion?
and battle.
Oh, you
I
got
needed
away
a
with one, bro.
sorcery.
You got away with one.
No. So take 5 commander damage again.
Which is 9 commander from you total.
But my fly trap dies.
It does.
Yeah.
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 Bummer.
Now you can cast it from your graveyard with 6. Or get it back with Winter. Your call.
I'm gonna tap 4 and play the Swarm Weaver. When it enters, create 2 1/1 black and green inside creature tokens with flying. And as long as there are 4 more card types among cards in my graveyard, insects and spiders you control have 1/1 and have Death Touch. I'll go to my end step. Okay, I'm gonna exile a swamp, drag to the roots, and Solemn Simulacrum. And I'll get the Solemn Simulacrum back. When he enters, I'll search my library for a basic land card, put it on battlefield tap. I got this force, it'll enter tapped, and I'll pass to Blake.
Draw for turn.
Excuse me, doesn't Roiling Vortex trigger on your upkeep, sir?
Yes. I will take 1 from my own Roiling Vortex.
Oh.
Tap Soul Ring for Arcane Signet.
Seems good.
Yeah, I have a feeling old CGB is going to wipe a board or 2, so I'm going to power up. So I'm going to tap 2 more for a Thought Vessel. Spiteful Visions. Now, at the beginning of each player's draw step, that player draws an additional card. Whenever a player draws a card, Spiteful Visions deals 1 damage to that player. Too bad, because I'm going to pass. And then at the end of my turn, if no one has anything, I'm going to trigger Unholy Annex. So I'm going to draw a card. You guys are going to take 2 and I'm going to gain 2, but I'm going to lose 1 from drawing. So I'm going to gain 1.
I go to 26.
32.
29. I will draw 2 cards and take 2 damage.
For that, you'll take 1.
True. You'll take 1 from Roiling Vortex. I will draw a card, put a counter, lose a life.
Now I'll draw my 2 cards and
Lose 2.
Lose 2.
Oh, let's make them totals go down.
Oh, that's what I'm here for, baby.
Dinky. I'm not going to do too much, but I am going to play a Sakura Tribe-Elder.
I don't think Sakura Tribe-Elder mind's dying for a cause.
No, definitely
yeah.
not. When I go to combat, I'm going to put 1/1 counters on my dudes. CGB, I'm attacking with a 6/5.
That's it?
That's
Okay.
it.
That's the whole thing, huh?
That's the whole thing.
The whole kit and caboodle.
Yep.
Attack trigger.
Yeah, I'm going to make another Everywhere land. Okay, there's my Everywhere land.
I will block with a copy of the Entity Tracker. Before the damage, I will tap the Soul Ring to activate the Scroll Rack. I will exile 4 cards and put 4 cards into my hand. I have a colorless in my mana pool. because of this Soul Ring. So I'll tap this for blue and use that colorless, and I will cycle my Shark Typhoon for 0 to draw a card.
Okay.
The first card I have drawn on Shea's turn.
That is true.
And it has Miracle. It is the eldest reborn.
Oh.
I will take 1 damage to cast it. So this is an enchantment saga. Each opponent sacrifices a creature or planeswalker. Each opponent discards a card as chapter 2 and put target creature or planeswalker card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control is chapter 3. By the way, I drew a card with Shark Typhoon, so I will take 1 damage from Spiteful Visions.
Yes.
So if Eldest Reborn enters, I'm going to stack triggers as follows. Draw, -1, -1, and each opponent sacrifices a creature. So I will draw, ping, then 2 instances of Doomwake, so -2 to all my opponent's creatures. Any response?
Yeah, with those -1/-1s on the stack, I'm gonna sack Steve. All right, with Steve, I got a Forest. Enters tapped.
Okay, -2 to all creatures.
Yep.
I'll lose 2 insects and a solemn, and I'll draw a card from the solemn.
Then what happens?
Lose a life.
Okay, yep, that's what happens.
Now, Eldest Reborn. Everybody sacrifice a creature except me.
I will choose Valgavoth.
That's a good choice.
I'll choose my Swarm Weaver.
And I'll choose one of my manifest cards.
Damage.
Yep.
My Entity Tracker copy will die.
I'm done. I'll pass.
All right, moving to end step. These clear up. Untap. Upkeep.
Take 1 from Vortex.
I will take 1 from Vortex. Trigger Extravagant Replication and Aminatou. Extravagant Replication will target a Doomwake Giant. I'm making another Doomwake Giant. Any response?
Nope.
I cry.
When this enters, it will give all opposing creatures -3/-3. So, does that resolve? Anything die? -3/-3?
Nope.
Nope? Okay. Entity Tracker will draw a card. I will take a damage. It's the first card I've drawn this turn. I did not miracle it. I will Surveil with Aminatou. I'm gonna put both of these back on top. I will activate Heliod's Hall of Generosity, and I will move Cast Out to the top of my library. I will move to my draw step. I will draw Cast Out, and I'll draw this unknown card and take 2 damage.
2.
Yep. I'll play a Glacial Fortress as land for turn. Oh, we gotta trigger the Eldest Reborn.
Yeah.
Guys, you're gonna like this part. Each opponent discards a card.
I think you will all be happy to know that I'm discarding Vornkleck's Voice of Hunger.
Hogramauling.
And I'm discarding a Tireless Tracker.
Let's cast Lauren of the Third Path. And this will enter the battlefield and destroy target Spiteful Visions. Whoosh, bang.
No.
Yes, she no likey. Move to combat. Are we an attacker? We're at 18 health. I think everybody's mad at me going forward, so.
Yeah.
Shea, I'm attacking you with 2 Doomwake Giants. They're both 4/6s. And Ben, I'm attacking you with Entity Tracker and Aminatou, 2 power each.
I will not block.
I'm gonna block both Manafar and the manifest creature.
Okay. 4 damage to Ben, and those 2 creatures die from the Doomwake Giants.
I'm at 27.
No, that's it. That's all I got. I'm gonna pass.
Untap. At my upkeep, I'll lose 1. Blake, I'm gonna play Valgavoth's Lair. It's your lair.
Oh, Volzensaz, yeah.
It has hexproof. I choose a color. I'm gonna choose green. And I add 1 of that color. I'm gonna tap 7. Demolisher spawn. Trample haste. A green creature has haste.
Woo!
Freaking awesome. 7/7. When he attacks, if there are 4 or more card types among cards in your graveyard, other attacking creatures get +4/+4 until end of turn.
All right, so you get a bonus of some kind for your creatures?
For these 3.
Yeah.
+4/+4.
They get +4/+4, huh?
Oh, okay.
Okay, swinging out at CGB. Here we go.
All of
I'm trying.
All of it? Dang!
Okay, 6. When he attacks, I mill 3.
Sure. It's a kindred
Oh, that's a
enchantment. That's a
double.
different type.
Oh, really? That counts? Nice.
That's
and now I
another
have
type.
a Dryad Arbor and an Osseous Stick Twister. And I can return a land from among them. I'm going to return that Dryad Arbor to my hand.
Smooth.
Nice.
When winter attacks, I also mill 3. Ren and Realm Breaker. So that's a Planeswalker. Bolt of Whispers and Murderous Cut. My guys get buffed now because this dude
Don't
attacked.
add it up. Don't bother.
What? I
You
want
heard me.
to though.
No, don't worry
play
about
a
it.
spell. Don't bother.
No, I got
Die
something.
instead.
I don't want to die. I'm going to cycle that cast out that you know about. And that will create a draw trigger, which creates a miracle bubble, which casts.
No, you had it
Lose
ready.
one. Virtue of Persistence. So at the beginning of my upkeep, I put target creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under my control. When this enters, assuming there's no response, all my opponent's creatures will get -3/-3 until end of turn. And I will draw a card from Entity Tracker.
So they're a little smaller now.
Yep, they got +1/+1. That's not so bad. I will block the Demolisher spawn with the 4/6 Doomwake Giant since it's a 4/4. And Lauren of the Third Path will get under a bus named Winter and take that off the damage table. So I will take 5 damage from Grim Flare, and I'll take 3 damage from 6. So that will drop me down to 9 health.
Okay. When Grim Flare does combat damage to you, I surveil 3. I will put 2 lands and Squirming Emergence into the graveyard. So all 3. I'll go to my end step. I will exile Vault of Whispers, Termagoyf Nest, and Vorinclex Voice of Hunger. Can you guys guess which one's coming back to the battlefield?
The Termagoyf.
Dude, Blake, you know me so not well. Vorinclex Voice of Hunger coming back.
Yeah.
I'll go to my end step to -1/-1, or +1/+1s, and -1.
not even
It will
relevant.
Blake,
relevant.
your turn. Go ahead with your half as much mana.
Not even how it works.
Kinda. Well, no, it's not.
Gonna untap. In my upkeep, I will lose a life from my Roiling Vortex. Gamer's got a game. Gonna
All
tap
of it?
10 mana. I'm gonna cast a Roller Crusher Ride. So this is gonna deal 7 damage to up to 7 target creatures.
Up to 7 target creatures take 7 damage?
Yes.
What are you targeting?
3 Doomwakes, Aminatou, Vorinclex's. Well, actually, no. You guys, Ben, don't attack me with Vorinclex. How does that sound?
Deal.
Okay. Then it's gonna have to be Winter. No, because Winter will live. It's gonna have to be 6 is 5. Grimflayer is 6.
Can 6 just be 6 for
Yeah,
simplicity?
right.
That is 7.
Right.
You're a creature, Shea. So
Yeah.
that is 7 creatures. Each of them takes 7 damage.
Okay, name them again.
3 Doomwakes.
Yeah.
Amamamatu.
Uh-huh.
6 Grimflayer thing that Shea's got. Overlord.
All right. Those things are dead.
It happens.
But it needed to be done.
I get it.
I'm gonna pass. In my end step, thanks to Unholy Annex, I will draw a card, and unfortunately, I will lose 2 life
No demon.
because I have no demon.
All right, I'll untap. The upkeep, I'll take a damage.
Yes.
4/6. Ancient Green Warden.
Oh, love that guy.
Me too.
Yeah.
He's a cool guy.
Double landfall.
Okay, with the Ancient Green Warden, I'm gonna play this Hinterland Harbor from my graveyard. I'll be done there. I'll pass.
Just leave up 7 mana.
Yep.
Huh.
End step. I will freeze this land, and I will cast Brainstorm. Draw 3 cards, then put 2 cards from my hand on top of my library in any order. Yep, like that. Upkeep. I have to declare some targets for some triggers. So, Extravagant Replication is going to target the Eldest Reborn. And before that resolves, Virtue of Persistence is going to target Demolisher Spawn.
Oh, yeah, who would have guessed?
Before those resolve, sir, you're gonna take 1 in your upkeep.
So true. You got me. So true. I will make a copy of the Eldest Reborn. This is going to put the trigger on the stack for each opponent to sacrifice a creature or planeswalker, and the trigger for Entity Tracker to draw a card. I will draw my first card of the turn. I will Miracle Entreat the Angels.
Oh, man.
Oh, that doesn't give haste, though, right?
It does not. It does not. I will freeze all my lands,
Oh, that's not good.
and that will make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 4/4 Flying Angel tokens. Go to my draw step. This was all in the upkeep. Draw this card. I will finish this Eldest Reborn, and I will return Aminatou from the graveyard to the battlefield. Oh yeah, the Eldest Reborn, yeah. Each of my opponents has to sacrifice a creature. How we doing?
I'm gonna sacrifice Winter.
Gonna keep Vorinclex, huh?
Yeah.
I must sacrifice the Ancient Green Warden. Womp womp.
And this Eldest Reborn was created on my upkeep, so now it goes off on the beginning of the first main phase too, so each of you will discard a card as well.
Dude.
I discard a mountain that doesn't match my other mountain in my hand.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna discard a Sakura Tribe-Elder.
I guess I'm gonna discard the Shigeki. Is that how you say it?
What do you think?
I accept Shigeki. I am down for some
I like
Shigeki.
Shigeki more.
Shigeki
Shigeki is what people say, but
Shigeki is at another level.
Shigeki. The girl that's hard to get.
Okay. Let's do the thing. That's a 7/6 Vorinclex. Yep. Yep.
Trample.
Ben!
What's
You
up?
attacked me all out. I attack you all out.
Yeah,
Oh.
get him.
Demolisher spawn coming at you, and guess what? I am also a master of delirium, so the entity tracker will get +4/+4 until end of turn. So that's a 6/7 and a 7/7 coming at you.
That's 13.
Ben.
Yeah, good, thanks.
Half your life total, give or less.
Oh, I'm supposed to draw another card because this is an enchantment creature entering the battlefield for the entity tracker.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
This entity tracker is doing the thing.
I'll take 13.
bam. I'll sack Obscurus Storefront, gain 1 life, and search my library for one of my lands. I'll get a Plains. And this one will actually untap next turn, whereas my other lands will not. All right, Ben. See if you can finish the job.
Okay. I'll untap.
You're the one with double mana. It's all up to you.
Yeah. Draw for turn.
Nope. Take 1.
Yeah, take one.
Take 1, then draw for turn. Sorry.
Oh, as I continue to cheat, I'll just discard to hand size here. 7 cards in hand.
In your upkeep, you will take Roiling Vortex damage, but because I have Delirium with Roller Crusher Rider, you're going to take 2 instead of 1.
Oh man. Play Dryad Arbor for turn. Gonna tap 6. Does double land, or add, Vorinclex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Winter's back. I'm gonna tap Tainted Wood for 2 green, and I'll cycle a Tranquil Thicket.
Floating a green.
Floating a green. I'll tap a Swamp for 2. With the floating green, I'll play Out of the Tombs. This is a Warhammer card. At the beginning of your upkeep, put 2 Aeon counters on Out of the Tombs, then mill cards equal to the number of Aeon counters on it. If I would draw a card while my library has no cards in it, instead return a creature card from my graveyard to the battlefield. If I can't, I lose the game. I'm going to tap 3 more for 6. Noxious Gear Hulk. 5/4 Menace. When it enters, I destroy another target creature. And I gain life equal to its toughness.
What's your target?
I'm going to target the Demolisher spawn. And I'll gain 7. Shea, that's a high life total. I'm going to swing at you for 7.
Me?
Yeah.
All right, I'll take 7.
Yes. Welcome to 18.
Perfect.
Welcome.
Like you may go. I am done.
You have an end step trigger.
I have an end step trigger, yes. With Winter at my end step, I got Invasion of Chandelar 6 and Dark Moss Bridge. I'll bring the Invasion of Chandelar back to the battlefield under Blake's control.
Well,
yeah.
he defends it. So
He
you're going to have
right.
Blake defend it. Okay.
Right, yeah, that's what I mean.
And when it enters, what happens?
I return up to 3 permanent cards from my graveyard to my hand. I'll return Osseous Stick Twister, Grim Flayer, and Demolisher Spawn.
Yeah.
Twist a stick!
It's going to get stick twisted up in here.
No.
Go ahead, Blake.
I'm gonna lose a life and then lose another life to my roiling vortex.
Because your own roller crusher ride hurts you twice. Makes it take double.
Yes. Then I will draw a card. I'm gonna tap 4 for a Fate Unraveler. Whenever an opponent draws a card, Fate Unraveler deals 1 damage to that player.
Not this again.
It's about to not matter. I'm gonna move to my end step, then try to pass it to Shea. Yeah, okay. I will draw 2 from my Unholy Annex, draw a card. I will pass to Shea.
Okay.
In your upkeep, you'll take 2 from my Vortex.
Okay.
When you draw that card, you'll take 2.
Okay.
How's he still this annoying?
Wow.
So I was in fact saving up for something that's pretty cool. It's gonna cost me 11 though.
Oh my god, you're never untapping again. Are you crazy?
I hope it's worth it. I'm gonna cast a Doppelgang.
X equals 3.
X equals 3.
Wait a minute, what?
So for each of 3 target permanents, create 3 tokens that are copies of that permanent.
No, okay.
I mean, what are you going for?
I would like to target the Roller Crusher Ride, the Fate Unraveler, and the Roiling Vortex.
Oh, just play my deck, why don't ya?
Yes.
That is not good for anybody but Shea.
You get 3 of each?
Yeah.
3 Roiling Vortex?
The rides will legend rule, but
Yep.
she'll have 3 of each of these.
3 Fate Unravelers, 3 Roiling Vortex, and a Roller Crusher Ride of her own?
It's like you're playing Beelzebub today.
Right. Well, what do you think about me using my Cynic deck to play your deck?
I hate you so much. It's crazy. It's insane, the hatred I held.
All right. I mean, I feel like it's only right that you make some copies for her.
Yeah, you got this, right?
Fine.
As the appointed art major on the show.
Okay, well, here we have my copies.
They're really well drawn. Wow.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Is that a
God.
guy sitting on the toilet unraveling toilet paper for your Grim Unraveler? That's pretty clever.
It looks like it. Except
That's-
I think it's a Fate Unraveler, but we'll let it slide.
Uh-huh.
Pretty clever from somebody.
Nice.
So, yeah, we're just gonna all stare at him for another couple minutes.
Yeah?
I'm gonna pass the turn.
You're gonna pass the turn?
I'm gonna pass the turn.
Okay. Okay. Inch by inch, phase by phase. None of my stuff untaps, except for this Plains and this Soul Ring and this Felwar Stone, okay? Oh my gosh, okay.
Is that your graveyard that's spread out?
It is. Yeah, because unlike Ben, I spread out my graveyard so I understand it better.
And your entity track.
Yeah, thank you, Ben.
No
Thanks
problem.
for that.
I'm here
That's
for you.
great. All right, upkeep.
Upkeep.
Triggers on the stack.
Yeah.
Your Vortex, your 3 Vortex. You both have Roller Crusher Ride.
Shays will happen first.
It's all on the stack. Hold up. I have to do something. Oh, I have to choose targets with these. I will use Extravagant Replication. I will stack it Extravagant Replication will target the Felwar Stone. Virtue of Persistence will target Lauren of the Third Path. Now I've got to resolve your triggers first, but before we resolve them, I'm going to tap the Soul Ring, floating a colorless. I'm trying to wiggle out of this one. And you know, Ben, get your notepad.
Yeah.
Because if this works, I am amazing. I am going to scroll rack. I'm going to scroll rack my whole hand.
Whoa.
7 cards.
Okay.
We'll sort these in that order. We'll look at these 7 cards. Oh God, no. I will resolve the Roiling Vortex triggers.
Nice.
So that's 2. 2, 2, 2. I will go to 1.
Oh, bro.
Yep.
Yep.
Wait, what about the Lauren? Did that happen?
It's about to.
Oh.
It's still on the stack.
Jeez, that sucks.
Thanks, bro. Replication will make a copy of the Felwar Stone. Lauren of Third Path will enter the battlefield. It will destroy... I am going to target Shea's Roller Crusher Ride with
Okay.
Lauren of the Third Path.
All right.
And then I will move to my... Oh, I still get a Surveil. Hold up. Man.
Where are those cards in here?
I'll keep it right there. Yeah. I will draw.
You got
There will
4
be
triggers?
4.
And Shea's will be the one to kill you. It's ridiculous.
Yep. I will die.
Oh,
man.
Drawing cards.
no, to Shea's Grim Reaper guy.
Look what I drew.
Oh, that's a good draw.
But hey, you guys are so tough. You're so good at Magic. Ben, let's see you survive.
Yeah.
It's your turn. Move through
I
steps
think-
and phases.
I think you might have survived if you didn't spread out your graveyard like
Ben,
that. Anyway,
take your turn, Ben.
I'm gonna untap.
Allow us.
Upkeep. Go ahead.
Shea will deal 3 to you with her Roiling Vortex. I will deal 1 to you with my Roiling Vortex. 2 to you. Yeah, booped.
Okay, I'm at 13.
Yep.
I'm gonna draw for turn.
Shea will deal 3 to you with your draw step, and I will deal 2.
I will put 2 Aeon counters on my Out of the Tombs. And then mill that many cards. Yep. Overlord of the Hauntwoods. And Urson
Monstrosity.
Yes, that one.
Here, let me help you out, buddy.
I'm definitely have delirium. I'm gonna tap a swamp, or 2 swamps, or 2 black. Oseus Stick Twister. He does some stuff. He's there for a blocker mainly. I'm gonna tap the Tainted Wood for a Grim Flayer. Tap an 8 floating 1 black for the Demolisher spawn. He's back. He's ready to go.
You can't gain life.
Okay,
You don't
thanks.
untap that land.
I'm not gonna live.
Just so you guys know, my Dryad Arbor is still here too.
It's a thick Dryad Arbor.
Yeah. I'll move to combat, guys. I'll attack Shea with Vornklex and the Demolisher spawn. And the rest, the other 3 dudes, Winter, Noxious Gearhawk, and Dryad Arbor at Blake. +4/+4, except the Demolisher spawn because of Delirium. I will mill 3 cards from Winter.
All
Here
right.
you go.
Yeah, I got this. Yep. That's
Yep,
Planeswalker
okay,
creature
yeah.
there. Yep, another artifact creature. Beautiful. A twitching doll.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
Then okay.
Yeah.
I will die.
Okay.
How about Shea?
And Shea, that is all trample damage.
That is all trample
And it's
damage.
18.
Yeah, I can block 9 of it. Right, with my 3 Fate Unravelers.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna block with 2 of the Fate Unravelers. So I'll be able to block 8 of the 18, and I'll take 10 damage unless you've got some tricks.
I do not. No.
Okay. So 2 of those guys will die. I'll go down to 4 life.
And Blake, join me in the afterlife, buddy.
Yep. Velgan Bob is coming over.
All right, Ben, anything else?
Well, he's got his end step trigger.
Oh, great.
You know, give me that ominous fly trap.
Yeah.
And just get rid of some stuff for me.
Wait, well, I'm taking command. Boss rep?
Yeah, the Harrow's good.
Oh, okay. Now he's telling me. He's telling me what's up.
Couldn't trust you. to
Here.
do it.
We'll do it like this: Tree of Tails, Harrow,
Okay.
Fly Trap. Boom.
Perfect.
All right, done.
Fly trap's back.
Back
And he
again.
enters. I put 2 1/1 counters among up to 2 permanents. With the Omnivorous Fly Trap, I'll put a 1/1 counter on Vornklex and 1 on this Stick Twister, and they'll get doubled. Go ahead, Shea.
Okay, yeah.
Just have another 11 mana bomb.
Well,
Do those untap? Oh, just
ones
those.
do.
Gotcha.
Just
Those
these
ones
That
do.
sucks.
yep.
Roiling Vortex.
Right. Yeah. I'm gonna take 3. My upkeep. Going down to 1, and I'll draw.
Big draw.
I think that's gonna do it.
It's gonna be a no from me, dog.
It's gonna be a no. Well, Ben, the card I drew was threats around every corner, which is exactly how I feel right now.
Fair enough, fair enough.
But it's not going to be enough to save me, so I'm going to concede.
Benjamin, let's go, dude.
The master of delirium.
Oh my gosh.
Well fought, guys. Let's find the Cool Stuff Inc. card of the game. And we're back for the CoolStuffInc.com card of the game. Use the promo code WORST when picking up cards for your game. And I will go first and reveal Extravagant Replication. When I was looking at Aminatou, I got really excited about cards exactly like this. Really expensive cards that you can't play in most decks because they're too slow. They're do-nothing enchantments. They're win more, okay? In this deck, they're cheap and you can use other mana to do other things and you can get extra turns or you can play them on, say, Shea's end step and then get that value right away. And I got to make a lot of copies of things and I felt like I was a little scary, so I'm very happy with how it went. Card of the game, Extravagant Replication. So, Shea, you're known for being a problem. What is your card of the game?
My card of the game is Doppelgang. It didn't win me the game, but it got me pretty close.
It killed CGB.
I mean, that happened.
It one-shot him.
Something.
I felt like I was playing Arena again.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I at first did not understand the power of this card. It took me reading it quite a few times to really grasp what was about to happen. So, very exciting.
It also gave Blake a lot to do with making copy arts for us.
That's really what I'm here for.
Right.
And he is also here to pick his card of the game.
Yeah, well, I just want to shout out Valgavoth. He was a lot of fun to play with. Big fan of Valgavoth. So, yeah. My CoolStuffInc.com card of the game, other than Velinoth, is definitely probably Roiling Vortex. Like, he's really good with Velzazazog, and that's what's really fun about him. But also, it's just fun to deal damage to everybody, and with Velbajob, it's really good to draw cards and to put counters. So, yeah, those are my cards.
Thank you, as another one who has played the great Valbabob. We'll throw it to our champion of the Duskmourn Precon Power Up Invitational here.
Go Ben.
Take your shirt off.
No, don't. Ben, card of the game.
My card of the game is Demolisher Spawn. I think it's a really cool. When I read this card the first time, I was like, this is a large green creature and it has haste? What? First of all, I loved it right when I read that, but it's like a pseudo Crater Hoof, which is cool.
Delirium Hoof.
Delirium Hoof, yeah.
It got used to great effect. I think it got played 3 times in this
Yeah,
game.
it did.
Yeah. Including punching you with it. You took damage from it.
Yeah, I did.
And you're still
like
friends.
it.
Yeah, all right.
We're good buddies. It's fine.
That's the epitome of Ben. He can forgive as long as he's having fun. Well,
He probably just forgot.
I like to forgive as long as I'm having fun. It explains why we're all still here.
Yes, yes.
And I don't know what explains why you're here, but we appreciate you. Thank you for staying till the end. That's the best thing you can do to support the show. Top it off, hit like, hit subscribe, and from all of us here at the Worst Possible Commander Show, to all of you at home, you're cool.